So in this video I want to teach a little bit of bash scripting because I have seen that there are a lot of inflow of new users in Linux community, but the problem with them is that they don't know the basic themes of things like bash scripting or command line, and I thought that it is the time that there should be lot of tutorials available to them so that it can be easy for them to come to Linux and get used to of it. And I feel like I can contribute to this thing. So I would like to just to make some videos on some bash scripting tutorials so that it can help someone. If you find like this video is helpful, so you can share to your friends too so that they can also get benefited from it. So without wasting our time, so let's get started. So first let me go into a directory. So what is bash scripting? Well, it is nothing more than just a set of commands that are written in a plain text file. But the thing is that it has executable permissions and it can be executed if you try to execute it. Just let me make one script so that you can understand. And before that, I will tell you about a command which is used to print a message. So first let me tell about that command. So here is echo, and then I can press something like hello world, and what it will do is that it will echo out that thing that I gave it. So if I will write it into a script, so how would I write it? So first, for that you will have to make a file. So how to make that file? So for that you will have to type the command touch, and then you can type something like tutorial, and I would add extension as sh basically means that it is a script which can be run. So now what I would do is that if I would give it executable permission, so for that you have to write chmod and then plus and x, and then you write the name of that file. So I will write tutorial.sh and here, so it would give him the permission to execute it. But till now we haven't write anything, so let us write something. So for that I would open my text editor, and now you can see that there is written nothing. So let me write some lines of code. So what you have to write at the first line is that you have to write hashtag and then exclamatory slash bin slash bash. Now what does it mean is that this line is telling the script to execute in which kind of shell, and here I have selected bash shell, which is by default used in any Linux distro. So why do I use this line? Because without that, whenever you will execute your script, it won't be able to understand like which cell you have to use. And now you will ask me like are there more than one cell in any system? So yes, there can be many cells in your system. Like I can show you my own. So if I would write something like cat and then slash etc slash, and then I will write cells. So what it would give me? It would give me list of all the cells that I have in my system. So you can see that a lot of cells are there in my system which are being used somewhere at some point. And currently which kind of cell do I am using in my terminal is you can check it by just pressing echo and then with $sign, and then you can type shell. shell, and it will tell me that I am using currently fish shell. So why I use that kind of shell is because it is a little bit interactive, and whenever I type something like I use echo, so it will suggest me something based on my history, or something like if I would press tab, so it will give me suggestions from the current directory that in which I am present. So let's get a little bit familiar with some more commands before we write any script. So first command is ls, and before that I would just shift my cell to bash so that you can be a little bit more comfortable. So now if I would write ls, so what it would give is that it would give me list of all the directories that I have in my home folder, because I am currently at my home folder. Now next command that I would tell you about is cd. So if I would write cd, and then suppose if I want to go to some kind of directory like this yt directory, I would just type y and then t and then press enter. So here I am in yt directory, which is being shown here by yt. And now other commands are like if you want to make a folder, so you can type mkdir and then name of whatever kind of folder that you want. Like I will write my own name, and then for viewing the contents I will just press ls again. So here you can see that I have now a folder which is named by whatever name I gave it to him, and other than that I have that tutorial.sh which I have just recently created here. So let's know about some other commands like cp. So what does this command do is that it will copy paste some kind of things, like if I would press cp and then I would say tutorial.sh, and then I would paste it to under this directory. So I would just write the name of that directory, and then what happened is that it pasted that into a file directory named Ankur. So if I would cd to that directory and then I just ls again, so it will show me the copied file. Now suppose if I want to delete it, so how can I delete it? So I would just write rm and then tutorial.sh, and then I delete it. So now again if I will press ls, so it is not there, so it had been deleted. But remember in this command that rm command doesn't save your folders whichever you delete to trash folder. So if you ever use rm command to delete something, so it won't go to trash folder, and then the only way to recover that folder back is through a recovering tool. So please be careful while using such commands. So if I want to go back to my previous directory, so I can just do cd and then dot, and then here I am back to the yt directory. And now if I want to see the contents of any file, so what I would do is that I would write cat command, and then I would type tutorial.sh and then press enter. So it would show me whatever the content is there in this file. So currently I have just written this line, and because of which it is just showing that command. So now what else I can do is that I can rename that file. First let's copy me that file to that directory that I recently created, and now I can go to that directory. And now suppose I want to rename this file, so how can I rename it? I can use mv command to rename it. So I will write mv and then the file, and then what I would do is that I would select a new name like something.sh, and then it would have renamed that file. Now if I will press ls again, so it would show me like new folder which is something.sh. But if I would see the contents of it from inside, so it is still the same content, just the name had got changed. And now there are some other commands that I would like to show, like suppose if I write something like echo, and then I would say this is my first script. Now I would save it, and then what I would do is that so I would move back to that YT folder, and now what I want to do is that I want to find some certain kind of words in from this file named tutorial.sh. So how can you do it? So for that there is a command named grep. But before telling about this command, I would like to tell about another thing that is very amazing in terminal, and you are going to use it a lot. So let me tell about that thing too. So suppose you are like want to do something like uh, you want to like have ls command, and then whatever the output is you want to put it into something else, like I have a command named uh, something like figlet. And what does this command do is that whatever text I give to it, like ANKUR, my name, so it will make it something like with some ASCII characters. It will do some decorative things and give it to me. And I want to do the same thing with something like ls, so I can do it by piping to the figlet command. So how to do piping? So for that thing you have to type ls, and then you have to press this symbol, and then again you have to like press figlet, and then what you can do is you can press enter, and now what you can see is that we have that folder and that file got into a decorative format with ASCII characters. And now there are other things too, like if you want to like put the output of ls command into some another kind of like into a folder. So what you can do is that you can just press this greater than symbol, and then put the name of that folder, like I would name it something like something. So now I press it. So what happened is that if you would press ls again, so you can see that there is another folder have came out. And if you would see the content, if you would want to see the contents of it, so you can do cat and then something, and then if I press enter, so you can see that it has is the output of the ls command that we previously executed. So we are back on wherever we were. There were some technical reasons because of which I was suddenly away from my PC. So now let's continue. So we were talking about writing an output of any command into a file. So you can see that what we did was we just used the greater than sign, so that we can just write the output of ls command to file named something. So now if you want to like do something like have already existing file, and now you want, and there is some content in it, but what the thing is that you want to suppose like you don't want to delete the content, but you want to write the file, because the problem is that like with the greater than symbol is that it just overwrites the file if there exists. If I would show it with some example, like if I would just echo and then I would say hello, and then I would just write it again into folder name something. Okay, so now if I would see the content of it again, so what it would show me is that hello. So the previously written thing was gone. So what we can do to prevent it is that we can append all the output into something named folder. So how to do that? So for that you will have to like using single greater than symbol, you have to use double greater than symbol. Like if I use ls and then I would use press greater than symbol 2 times, and then I would write it into the file named something. And now what it would do is that it would just append the content. So if I would just press cat and then the folder name, so you can see that our previously written hello was not deleted, and a new content was actually got append in it. So that's how greater than and double greater than symbol works. And you already I told about how piping does work. So now let us combine it with the grep command, and let us know what the grep command do. So suppose if I want to find some kind of word from this file named something, and then suppose this word, and then so how can I do it? So I would use grep command, but with the help of piping. So how to do that? I would first use cat and then press that and then enter that file name, and then I would just do piping, and then I would write grep and then the name that I want, the word that I want to search, like Ankur. So yeah, it gave me the word back. So what does it actually do is that whichever the line with this word would match, it would just uh, print out that line. So in this line there was just one word. Now suppose if we do the same thing with this file, so how can we do it? Like the file is there is a word named script. So how can we get the whole line? So what we would do is that we would just cat and then write the file name and then pipe it with the grep command, and we would write the word which we want to find. So I would write script. So here it is. So it had highlighted the word which we were finding with all the content of that line. So that's how grep command works, and well, it is a very important command in general, in even in DevOps and other things, and even in for general use cases. So now let's move to making our first script, which is which we have already typed something in it, and now we can just write it, and then now what we can do is that we can execute it. So for executing that script, what you have to do is that you have to write you have to type dot then slash and then put the name of that script. So its name was tutorial.sh. So if I would press enter, then it would give me the output, and the output is this is my first script, and that's what we wrote in this script. Now let's make it a little bit fun. So you can do something I have already told about figlet commands. So if I would write something figlet, and then I would write something I love Linux, and then I would save it, and then what I would do is that I would run that script again. So what it would print me, so it would print me I love Linux. So that's all for this video. We will do real scripting in the next video. It was just a beginning tutorial, so it was very simple and easy, and I didn't want it to bother you guys with a lot of complex commands. So made I just tried to keep it as simple as it is in the first video, but we would do the real thing in the upcoming videos. So till then, thanks for watching and bye.
I'm still holding on to everything that's dead and gone. I don't wanna say goodbye, 'cause this one means forever. Now you're in the stars, the 6 feet never felt so far. Here I am alone between